This is Granddaddy Speaks. I'm Andy Beverly, and today we're going to be talking about a couple of names that people gave to their fellow man in different areas of America: Hicks and Hillbillies. We'll start off today with Hicks. As America developed and we started having all these people in the big cities and all get rich, excuse me, there came to be a need for a whole lot of workers. The restaurants needed people to wash the dishes and cook the food and sweep the floor and wait on the tables and fix the drinks at the bar. All kinds of people, so that the rich people could come in and say, I want that table. And then somebody would come and take care of them. And so the rich people got to calling themselves aristocrats. And the poor people didn't have a name for themselves, but the rich people called them Hicks. And I don't know what they meant by Hicks, but that was just the name they called them by. It's probably somewhere somebody's got a book with the H-I-C-K-S in it and says that means something, but I don't know it. But the Hicks were the people that were making the city work, and the aristocrats were the ones that were just having the fun because they were making all the money. And some of the aristocrats even got so rich that they got to be called robber bandits, and they owned part of America for a while, and then they got caught for doing things and kind of diminished away. And guess what happened? We Hicks all went to college. We got out of the Army, we got the GI Bill, we went to college, and we turned into professors. And we're no longer Hicks. But if you want to look at a Hick, here's one. I worked my way through college, and I'm not an aristocrat, I'm just a regular guy, a grandfather. Now I'm going to tell you about hillbillies. Hillbillies were the people that wanted, wherever they came from in Europe, they wanted to be up in the hills and the mountains. That's what they were used to. And so the hillbillies moved up into the Appalachian Mountains, even into the Rocky Mountains. They moved up into the mountains, and they made their homes there, and they made their farms there, and they raised their families there. And there would be a number of families in an area, in the hillbilly areas, and what they would do was family A would marry a daughter off to family B, and family B would marry a son off to family A. And so the hillbillies became more and more close to one another and good families, except when they had feuds, which would happen once in a while. And so what happened was that over time, the children of what we now think of as the old hillbillies that you hear about in long ago country western songs and stuff, those children went away and they went to towns and they did what the rest of us have done. They went to school and they found a way to make a living, and they no longer lived in the hills. They were children of the future, like the rest of us are. And so when you think of hillbillies, think of people who were living in the hills. They made most of their living off what they could grow and what kind of animals they could keep, and then they would sell some little bit of what they had, maybe 20% of what they had grown or raised in the way of chickens and hogs and cows and things, and they would sell it and get the stuff that they couldn't raise up in the hills. And again, the hot shots were thinking of them, oh, those are just hillbillies. But the truth is, they were a part of America, and every one of the hillbillies' families had soldiers that went to war and were very brave for America. They were good people.